Hi everyone, I hope you had a nice Christmas. I have made a decision that I'm going to start to cook a little more. I'm going to start to cook healthier meals for myself. I'm focusing primarily on plant-based, just to see how my body responds to that and if it changes the way I feel, if it improves my energy, just all sorts of things. I figured I'd give it a test. So today I'm actually going to make zucchini lasagna cups sans the meat. Instead of the meat, I'm actually going to do a combination of chopped up mushrooms and onions, and then we're going to add ricotta, and we have yellow squash and zucchini and spinach and sauce. And the cool thing is that all you need is a muffin tin. And so they're going to bake in the oven in these little muffin tins, individual servings that I can freeze. So I'm really excited about this. This is my first attempt. Let's go. Step 1, preheat oven to 400 degrees. All right, we're good. Step 2, chat with a friend. Get some inspiration. Alexa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Thank you.
Happy Fruitcake Day.
Oh, it's Fruitcake Day? Alexa, what's your favorite food?
While I appreciate food and drink, my taste is better reflected in the company I keep.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so the first step is to, because I don't have the meat, I'm not using ground beef, I'm not using sausage, and I'm gonna instead do a combination of onions and mushrooms because I think it will be good. I might add a little bit of panko to it to kind of thicken it up. I'm going to go ahead and put these in my food processor and get them simmering on the stove. Okay, so I think I told you guys about this new cookware that I found at Home Goods. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so easy to clean, cooks evenly. I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions to this pan and just get them started at a very, very low simmer with a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the mushrooms. Okay, so next we're gonna add the mushrooms. Actually, let me take this out. We're gonna add the mushrooms to the onion mixture. And I actually added a teaspoon of garlic, because I love garlic. So I thought that would give it some good flavor. And then just let this simmer until it browns up. So for the next part, we need to take the zucchini and we need to slice it lengthwise because it's actually gonna wrap on the inside of the little cupcake tins or the muffin tins. So I don't have a mandolin slicer, but I'm gonna figure something out. And then we're gonna actually cut the yellow squash just into rounds, and that's actually gonna go in the bottom of the pan. Looking good over there. Looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the easiest step first. Hold everything together and then just pop them into the bottom of the pan, just like this. Easy peasy. Okay, so now for this next step, I'm just winging it because I don't have a mandolin slicer. So I'm gonna try to use this vegetable peeler. We'll see. If not, I mean, obviously I can just slice it as thin as possible lengthwise. So removing the ends, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm afraid it's gonna slice it too thin. You know what? It's gonna be too thin, it's gonna be too small. Yeah, stand by. I think I have something. Okay, so since I realize that's not gonna work, I'm just gonna have to carefully slice this very thin. Wait. Should I take the skin off first? You guys, remember that this is new for me. It's soon to be a new year, and I'm making a commitment to cooking more for myself. So bear with me. Just learning as I go, making it up as I go. Yeah, let's peel it first and then slice it nice and thin. So I'm glad we're on this journey together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the best I can here. Is this the way Giada would do it? Okay. Hang on, stand by. Where is a mandolin slicer when I need one? Let's try it again. Let's try it again. We're not giving up. Super, super thin. Maybe this will work. Maybe I underestimated this. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna slice it that way, and I'm gonna put a couple of them around. I think that's gonna work. Honestly, I think it's gonna work. Let's try again. You know what, people? Look at that. We figured it out together. And so now I'm just gonna wrap it in there, just like that. It's a beginner's cooking show. Cooking is not easy. I am perplexed. I just think the whole idea of me wanting to eat more vegetables and be healthier, that's really what matters, so. Right? And besides, nobody's coming over for dinner. I'm just making this for myself. And I think it's gonna work. Look who I spy in the kitchen, everybody. You don't want this. Hi. Okay, you guys, I'm not saying that that was the easiest thing. I didn't think it through. But you know what? I managed. And so basically the next step is we definitely need to add the sauce and to the onions and the mushrooms. And then we actually need to mix up the ricotta cheese with the shredded cheese and an egg. All right, so we're gonna add, I don't think I'm gonna add the whole jar just yet because I didn't use meat, so it's gonna, these are already very wet ingredients, so I don't want it to be too liquidy. That looks actually perfect. So now I'm gonna grab the shredded mozzarella cheese and let this simmer on low. So the one step that I almost forgot to do and to prep is basically we're gonna chop up some fresh spinach. We have the part skim ricotta cheese and an egg yolk. So we're gonna make that mixture and then we start to layer. I'm not frustrated, not at all, not at all. I got this, I got this, I got this. Now this is where I really shine. Egg yolk, is that what you want? Coming up. Look at that. Because see, I can bake. So this I understand. It's just the cooking thing. Very different. One egg yolk only, coming up. All right, so I have the egg yolk in here. Now I'm gonna add the chopped spinach to this bowl, and I am gonna add a cup of ricotta cheese. You guys, where's the little tab? Shake it off, shake it off. All right, I got this. You all know you do this because you get frustrated when they don't have that little tab. Am I right? And I'm just gonna eyeball it because at this point I'm just so tired and hungry. Here we go. Now we're gonna mix. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna mix this up. And then the fun part, because then we start to layer the lasagna cups, which I think is gonna be exciting, don't you? And then we bake. All right, see, that's not bad at all. Another area where I excel, mixing. You guys, look at what's happening in this kitchen. Yeah, you don't want the spinach, do you? No. Nope. Nobody wants the spinach or the knife on the floor. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Now, this should be the fun part, the fun and the easy part. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, all right, here we go. So now what we need to do is we need to take your shredded mozzarella, reading the ingredients, and you want to add just a little sprinkle to the bottom of your cup, each little baking cup. So this is supposed to help that, to make it stick. In other words, so that you can pick these up and eat them. Okay, so we have the shredded mozzarella layered, and then it says, all right, spoonful of ricotta comes next. See, this part's the fun part. This is kind of like reminiscent of baking to me. So we're gonna add this. I'm gonna add the meat mixture after this, and then top it with more shredded cheese and put these in the oven. And Mama's gonna have a drink. Yeah, it's time. So next we add, since I didn't use the meat, which you could have used ground beef and even Italian sausage, but I decided to make a combination of portobello mushrooms and onions and the pasta sauce. And you're just gonna go ahead and layer this in, and then I'm gonna top it with more mozzarella, shredded mozzarella cheese. And then these will bake for, let's see, 25 minutes. There's gonna be a lot of this mixture left. I'm not a parent, but this to me would be the equivalent of putting the kids in for a nap, right? Bye-bye. Yeah, you're smiling. What are you so happy about? Oh my God. It's all a mess. Alexa, can you do the dishes?
Cleaning the dishes isn't something I can help with.
Wow, it's like that. All right, I see some stuff bubbling in there. So far, so good. You guys, I was so in a state of zen that I completely, I forgot about these things. I don't even have a clue. Oh man, I'm so excited. Wow. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. I let these cool off a little bit. I'm gonna get in there. Ah! Look at this little lasagna cup. Okay. All right, these are good. 2 thumbs up. Enjoy.